I'm Scott Davis, contract employee with Kentucky League of Cities and retired Paducah police officer. Remember, all our videos are reminders, refreshers, and things to think about to keep you safe. Also be sure and utilize klc.org. There's a lot of information there. Model policies, example forms, and videos to learn from. I hope you take something away from today's video. The Kentucky League of Cities wants all of our officers to be aware of a critical tactical issue surrounding pursuits. Over a 4-year period, 22 shootings were at the end of a pursuit. In just one single year, the highest number of shootings we had was at the end of pursuits. 83% of officers killed in the line of duty have been killed in and around cars. 39% were killed during felony high-risk traffic stops. This is a red flag. Those numbers should be alarming to you. We can fix this. We have to be using high-risk tactics at the end of pursuits. I know in the past, and obviously from the numbers that we just talked about, officers are running up to cars at the end of pursuits. If you are doing this, you are exposing yourself to danger of being hurt, being forced to use deadly force, or being killed.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Show me your hands!
This video is an example of the dangers at the end of a pursuit. We want all our officers to be aware that from a safety and liability standpoint, officers should no longer run up to a car at the conclusion of a pursuit. It could be the last thing that you do. The Department of Criminal Justice training teaches that at the end of a pursuit, officers should conduct a high-risk traffic stop. Kentucky League of Cities model policy states that termination of pursuits in all cases, officers should employ high-risk traffic stop techniques at the end of their pursuits. If you are not doing high-risk stops at the end of pursuits, you're putting yourself in a very dangerous safety and liability situation. For you supervisors out there, you should remind your officers during the pursuit about the high-risk stop. It only takes 2 seconds to put that on the radio. Have a discussion with your dispatchers. Maybe they could remind officers during pursuits. It could save a life. I was once told by an officer that during one of his first pursuits back in the early 90s that he was so amped up and apparently he was not making any sense on the radio, so the dispatcher says his unit number, 204, breathe. He said it was like a reset. It helped him realize he was not thinking clearly. So use your dispatchers. So what are high-risk traffic stop tactics and when should they be used? You have heard in the past felony stop tactics. That term is no longer used. It is now referred to as high-risk stop. It doesn't necessarily have to be a felony. High-risk traffic stop techniques are used on any traffic stop where an officer has a reason to believe there is a significant risk when it comes to dealing with occupants. This includes all pursuits. In the event an occupant runs from the car, remember, clear the rest of the vehicle before you run past it. Most of us should know, but this is what a high-risk stop should look like.
Got it?
Got it. Driver, roll down all the windows. Place both hands out of your window. With your right hand, reach in and shut off the car. Throw the keys out the window. With your left hand, open the door from the outside. Push the door and step out. Face away from me. Interlock your hands on the back of your head. Walk backwards towards the sound of my voice. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Stop. Take 2 side steps to the right. Stop. Walk backwards towards the sound of my voice. Keep walking. Stop. Get down on your knees.
Moving.
Move.
Moving.
Move.
Stand up. Walk backwards. Step to the right. Step to the left. Set.
If there's anyone else in the car, make yourself known. Passengers, stick your hands out the window. Ready?
Move.
Move.
In conclusion, I hope everyone can see how important this is. It is no longer acceptable to run up to a suspect car at the end of a pursuit. It is not safe, it's against policy, and you're opening yourself up for liability for the action you may have to take there. Thank you and be safe.